set up a lot of defenses against recalls. We're probably going to see Puma probably going to see basically some large battles. That's what it's going to come down to. Nalra really needs a 5th base right now, though. He is going to be starving for minerals pretty soon. His natural is going to mine out very quickly. He has really got to worry, but no, Puma is going to push out. Puma is massing his troops, trying to push up this ramp to try and take this high ground, possibly before Nalra moves in and takes it. Stasis on the science vessel, nicely done. It looks like Puma already has this high ground, actually. Another stasis on a good clump of tanks. Nalra could come in here and wipe out these vultures and some of the upper tanks if he wants to. Zealot's coming in. He needs to do drag some mines in. There's actually not a lot of mines, but there's a lot of vultures, so the Dragoons are going to be able to get in relatively close to those vultures. More Zealots streaming from behind, but Nalra just does not have the army to deal with this. Whoa, Nalra does not have an army right now at all. To really capitalize on it. He went in there with the stasis fields, but he's just not macroing as well as he needs to, and this is just sad. Nalra is definitely at a disadvantage in this game right now. He really just needs to have a he needs more bases a long time ago, basically. I mean, he's still at 4 bases to 4. He would have needed to have more bases. He's going to have to pull off some insane strategery if he's going to win this game. Still, he's got barely any army. Puma is now pushing out again. Nalra has managed to macro up a small force. Nalra is at least going down here, clearing out these small forces, making sure he has room for his 5th base at the 6 o'clock position at the bottom middle. But this push, he does not have anything to stop this push. Puma's going to have to make some kind of huge mistake and siege up at the wrong moment or unsiege at the wrong moment if Nalra is going to have a chance at this game. And he's actually pushed down into this low ground as well. Once he is entrenched on that low ground, there will be no stopping him from taking out that natural expansion. Nalra has done a recall in the meantime in this bottom left, hoping to distract him. We could see a kind of a base trade going on here. Puma has moved all the way up the ramp into Nalra's natural expansion. Mines going off, killing those Dragoons. There's still a lot of Zealots, so he's going to shut down the upgrades, but he's going to lose his natural expansion pretty quickly here. Pylon's going to go down. He's already killed a scads of probes there. He's going to lose his 3rd base as well. Those Zealots and Dragoons in the back are doing a lot of damage, though. He's killed off, it looks like a depot, at least a depot and an armory. He's killed off the starport now, stopped the production of the science facilities there. And he's just chilling there, building depots in the meantime. He's run some forces into the front as well. So Nalra is actually penetrating almost as deep into Puma's base, but Puma just has more forces there. Puma has an entire army there, whereas Nalra just has some skirmishing forces. And it looks like Nalra is going to lose control of his base pretty quickly here. He's trying to build up forces in the back. He's probably going to wait for those tanks to kind of clear out the front of his base and try and push in a little farther, and then he's going to try and push out. But that choke, he can't push through that choke right now. It's just not going to work. Look at this. Nalra has managed to do a ton of damage. Those Zealots have snuck in all the way into that base. The 4th base is thriving, though, at the top left. Nalra's gotten that 5th base. Well, the Nexus is there, but Vultures are just now running into that 6 o'clock base and are going to clear out the 1 or 2 probes that were there already. Zealots, however, are kind of come in from behind and clear out his Nalra's 3rd base and try and attack this tank line from behind. He's going in from both sides, I think. No, tanks... no, never mind. He didn't go in from both sides. It looks like he'd lost his force in his main base. He could have gone in with a sandwich maneuver. Nice attempt, though, putting that stasis down in the middle there, coming in with Zealots from one side. There's GG coming from Nalra. Nalra loses the 1st game of his set, his round of 8 set in his group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording and find out where the next game of Nalra's is and pick back up there in a moment. There's Nalra looking a little bit discouraged. Poor guy. There's Puma. Puma, he looks like he knows deep down inside that he's crushing the dream of one of the legends that he worshipped as a child. And so he's a little bit glad, I think, but not too glad. You can see he's almost has a sad look on his face there. Anyway, so they're switching to another game right now. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording and find Nalra's any other games that I can find of his prelim game. Alright, welcome back, although it won't seem like any kind of break to you guys. This is the 2nd game of the set between Puma and Nalra. And... sorry, I had to pause for another second there. Anyway, this is the 2nd game between Puma and Nalra. and I forgot to check what map this is actually. But we've had to join back in right in the middle. They switched back to a game between Yellow, NC Yellow, and Poussin actually, which was kind of cool, but it was very brief, so I didn't decide to record it. So now they're back here to game 2 of Puma versus Nalra. Nalra is not out of it yet. It is a best of 3. If he can win this game and then come back and win the 3rd game, he will advance from the beginning round of his group into the group semifinal, I guess. And then I'll see if I can find some VODs of those. And basically, if there's any other VODs of Nalra, I'm going to try and cast them from his prelims. So hopefully, hope is not lost yet. It's dim, but not faded completely from view. Anyway, I'm going to cast some other games later to do today as well, I believe. Looks like we got another standard-ish game coming up here. We got actually, whoa, man, we have not seen an FD push in a long time. Not very usual TVP these days, but it looks like he might be pushing out with a single tank and some Marines and Vultures to follow, sort of an old, well, when I say old, I'm talking like 2008 style FD Terran push, but it looks like that's not what's going to happen. Well, no, never mind. He is doing that. I thought he'd fallen back, but he's pushing up the middle here. We got some Dragoons. He's going to have to try and hold off this attack with these Dragoons. He's got a Zealot as well, bringing in from behind. Nalra looking very intense as he's concentrating on moving his forces around, getting his macro going, getting his econ going, in preparation for the rest of this game as well. If he can hold this off, he's probably going to be able to hold this off one way or another. The Vulture gets picked off immediately. That is huge. He loses his ability to put down mines to protect this push, but he's also concentrating fire very well, and another Vulture comes in, so he's able to put down some mines. Zealot trying to drag it in. No, the Zealot loses track of its job for a moment and does not able to pull that off. The tank is the only thing left there, though. The Marine only has 1 shot left on it. He's gonna have to fall back. Look at this. Nalra is gonna hope to give chase. He's gonna try and use this movement trick. Oh, he stopped. He could have picked off that 1 mine. And that Marine's just standing there hoping to tempt him. Vulture is en route. If he can pick off that mine and go out there and kill. Yes, he does kill off the mine. He's going to kill off the Marine. No, go. Finish off the tank. If you could finish off the tank, that'd be huge. Puma, though, has only lost a couple Vultures and some Marines at this point, so he's not in too bad of shape. And there's that tank. He needs to be careful not to lose that tank, though. Mines just now being planted outside that the ramp there, or the bridge, I should say, of Nalra. He's got 2 gateways. He's got the robotics facility. Observatory is probably on its way up right now, if not completed. Observers are going to be on the way before too long. So these mines are just going to stop Nalra from moving out at this point. And not really prevent him from doing anything in any long-term sense. He's actually going to, whoa, what's he doing up here? Is he going to set up for a 3rd base already? He may do so. He may take advantage of the fact that push failed, and Puma put a lot of effort into that push. Oh, his probe's going to get killed off, though. He's going to have to send a Dragoon or something up there to kill off that Vultures, and then another probe to get that 2nd base set up. So Nalra looking to be in good shape here. He's pushing out. He's got the Observer. He's pushing out and clearing out these mines just outside of his main base. Just a few of them there, just from the single Vulture. He should probably go up and clear out that Vulture at the 12 o'clock base, but he's teched Templar in the meantime. Teched Templar in the meantime, so he's gonna have DTs out before too long. He may just go straight for High Templar as well. He's probably gonna make at least 1 or 2 DTs first, though. And he has the robotics facility, so we could see him do a drop. Whoa, hidden starport here in the bottom left-hand corner. That's very interesting. He may, I'm sure he suspects that that Nalra is going to have observers. Well, he may have just seen that observer for a moment as it was being attacked by that turret. So he may not want to put his tech in his base, and if he can get a dropship out, excuse me, if he can get a dropship out very quickly, the Nexus does go get planted down. But the probe goes down. But so now if he can get a Dragoon up there and clear out that Vulture once again, he's going to be able to mine at that 3rd base relatively quickly and take advantage of the fact that Puma wasted a lot of resources and effort on that early attack. Anyway, if he gets a dropship out here very early, Nalra will not have an easy time defending if he does a Vulture drop or something like that, and he's not going to see it's coming because he's got these observers all over the place, but he still doesn't know exactly what's coming. No, he's gone for Arbiters again. 2 base Arbiters again for Nalra. So he really is going to stick with that strategy and hopefully be able to pull off some better